Good evening, everyone. And good evening, everyone. Welcome to Greencastle Antrim School District, Cayley Field, the site of the PIAA quarterfinal soccer right here tonight on for you. We have the live stream for you, also the live broadcast. Brought to you by if your banking relationship feels too distant lately, switch to F&M Trust. F&M Trust is local and makes sure banking is done your way every day. Learn more at fnmtrustonline.com. Member FDIC. Antrim Insurance, your local insurance agent serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania and Maryland areas. We'll try this again. Good evening. Beautiful night for soccer, perhaps just a perfect night for a soccer game here. We have two really good ball clubs going together in the quarterfinals. It's the Greencastle Antrim Blue Devils, the Cocalico Eagles, straight out of Denver, Pennsylvania. It took them about 2 hours to traverse the District 3 down to this location. And I am Greg Hoover along with John Freeman with the play-by-play tonight. And John, as we said, perhaps the farthest point in the district, maybe Mercersburg, maybe Waynesboro, depending on how you view it, for Cocalico to come to tonight.
Yeah, District 3 is, when you look at it on a map, is one of the larger districts you'll see across the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, stretching literally from Mercersburg all the way over to Reading, quite honestly, is about how far it goes. So the Blue Devils, with the home field advantage, they did finish the year with a record of 14-0, which did place them as the number 2 seed in the PIAA District 3 AAA soccer playoffs. They will face the number 7 seed Cocalico Eagles, as Greg said. Cocalico, Greg, they come into this game with a record of 10 wins, 2 losses, and 1 tie. They were 8-2 in the Lancaster-Lebanon League 3 standings this year, placing second. Finishing first in that section was a team called Elko, who is the number 1 seed in this tournament. And this team, this Cocalico team, their 2 losses were both to Elko. Both were 1-0. So, you see a 2 versus 7, and a lot of times you think this could be an easier game for the number 2 seed. That won't be the case tonight.
No, not at all. Very good soccer up there. Fleetwood is in that area. Fleetwood's been known as a soccer power. Matter of fact, if you go to Fleetwood, they don't have a football field. They have a soccer field with a football field in it. And that's how big soccer is up in that area as well. As we mentioned, Denver, somewhere almost exactly between Lancaster and Reading, if you're traveling that way for them. So we welcome all our viewers and listeners there tonight. As again, we will bring you all the action here of this quarterfinal game. The winner advances to Saturday to the semifinals, and only one team, John, gets out of this into the state tournament this year because of the shortening of the state tournament. So
yeah, obviously with all the changes that happened with the COVID pandemic and everything that occurred over the summer, and for a while there we didn't even know if we were going to have high school athletics in the fall. PIAA District 3 condensing the playoffs, so to speak. Essentially everything was cut in half.
Right.
Normally in this classification you would see 16 schools qualifying for the postseason. This year it's 8. Anywhere from 3 to 4 would have qualified for a larger state bracket. This year, as Greg said, it's only 1, so 8 teams playing for 1 spot in the state tournament that will get underway on November 14th. As Greg said, the winner of this game will move into the semifinals. They will face the winner of Gettysburg and Lampeter-Strasburg, a couple of schools playing tonight as well. This one of 4 games being played this evening in the District 3 AAA tournament. And again, Greencastle coached by Chris Noblet. Greencastle finishing the regular season with a record of 14-0, 12-0 in the Mid-Penn Conference Colonial Division. They finished first in the Colonial Division. And, Greg, this is a place playing in the postseason, a place Greencastle hasn't been in a while. 5 years ago, the last time Greencastle qualified for the postseason.
2015 it was, but the year before that, Blue Devils went all the way to win the district title that year in Double-A, as there was only 3 divisions back in those days.
Correct.
Yeah, it's sometimes hard to keep track of that, but it was a Double-A championship. The next year they came back and got into district play but did not fare well. And, it's in this game, and it's do or die. Go home, and a break, a letdown on a defense or a miss on a defense and a breakaway could mean the difference in this game. Blue Devils certainly John had put the ball in the back of the net more times than probably most schools have this year. It's incredible.
Satisfaction of working with local pros who are more responsive and in tune with you. That's why today, more families and businesses are choosing F&M Trust. So when you're ready to have banking done your way, visit any of F&M Trust's 22 locations, all right here